Happy Tuesday. How are you?
Good.
Oh, come on, you done a little better than that. Jeez. Well, happy Tuesday. I just want to start off by saying I appreciate Betsy. Last week we were on a budget call that was supposed to be done by 10 and it was not. So I had planned to be here and it ran over. So thank you as always, Betsy, for jumping in there, and I'm sure y'all were real nice and easy on her. So I know we want to make sure we give you your reminder to silence your cell phone so everyone can hear here in the audience, and of course working from home. Listen to me, working from home. That would be me. Anyone listening from home. So I know we have a couple resident announcements, so I will hand over the microphone and then we'll go into some updates. Barry, Jan? They're looking at each other, okay.
Hi, my name is Jan Baberick. I'm here for Because We Care. We'd like you to look through your jewelry boxes, and for those items you never wear anymore, got tired of, and want to donate them to Because We Care. We're doing our jewelry collection in both the north and the south lobbies on September 24th, that's next Wednesday, from 10 until noon. The jewelry sale will actually be held on October 22nd, from 10 to noon down on Grand Lobby South. And that's when you get to go through all that jewelry and pick out some new favorite items just for you. One other thing, we're looking for one or two people from the South Building who would like to participate with Because We Care and hand out like the small flowers to brand new residents. We have representatives in the North Building, but we need two from the South. And if you're interested, contact me, Jan Baberick. And if you can't find my name on the roster, I'm in the Arts and Crafts Building on Monday morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
And Barry?
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Barry.
He's back.
Finding you.
Is this working?
Yes.
You're timing me?
Yeah.
Well, the sermons are usually 20 minutes or less. Is that right? How many people have seen this brochure that I just dropped?
No.
Displayed at the lobby next to the gift fund box. All right, that's why I brought it with me. Not many of you. All right, this is new. This is new. The gift fund has put together this very simple, easy to read trifold for you to acquaint yourself with the gift fund, your gift fund. And I would like you to take a look at it. They're going to be replenished as necessary. And I also want you to know that on the 1st of October, we're going to be putting a letter in your boxes that will describe the gift fund in a little more detail, the ins and outs of the gift fund as well. So look for that. What I really want to talk about today, though, is something I mentioned to you a month or so ago. And that is, when I was growing up, I was told to always say two things, right? Please and thank you. All right. Well, first of all, let me say thank you. We have been receiving your donations. We appreciate that to the gift fund. But we're not done yet, okay? There is more to come, I know. We're about 3 months away from the distribution. So over the next 3 months, save your pennies, your $100 bills, etc., etc. And the gift fund will take them whenever you feel so moved. Now, having said that, I'm also reminded that the blessing of living here at Regency Oaks is multi things about the blessings that we have here. And we see a lot of those blessings each day in our lives without really knowing it. There's almost roughly 300 employees here, okay, hourly people who work here. Many of them, most of them are behind the scenes workers. We don't really see them that much. But we do see most often the people who work in the dining rooms, people who clean our apartments, people come in and change light bulbs, whatever it may be, right? We see them. And we do say, I know I've heard people say it, I've said it as well, we do say thank you for what you do to make my life here comfortable and better. But we don't always do that. And I want to remind you that we need to do that. Now, the other part of thank you is not just words, it's also expressions of gratitude. And that gratitude is exactly what we're talking about here in this gift fund. We need to say thank you to these folks because they don't get it remunerated in any other way beyond the thank you that we offer them in the form of a check. So please remember that. I ran into a young man who's new here, been here less than 6 months, I believe, not long ago, and he says, I got in a conversation with him. I asked him if he enjoyed working here, and he says, I love working here. And I said, what is the most memorable thing for you in working here at Regency Oaks? He says, it's the people that I work for. Us, residents. He says, I love the residents. Now, on the other side of that, I know that there's a transition period going on here at Regency Oaks. And that transition is people have graduated from high school who serve us as servers in the dining rooms. They're often gone to college, most of them. So we got a new batch of folks coming in. They're a little rough around the edges here and there. Okay, we know that. But they're learning. They're learning. And one of the things working in the church for a lifetime, it seems like now, that I have learned is the blessing that I offer other people is the opportunity to teach them in many ways what it means to be thankful. Say thank you, okay? So what we are doing when we eat in the dining room or we meet these people who change the light bulbs or clean our apartments, whatever it is, we're offering them an opportunity with our age and wisdom and experience to show them how to say thank you. Not just be thankful, but show them how to do that. So they're learning how to do that. And one of the ways we do that is through this gift fund. We can say thank you all day long, but when you hand them a check at the end of the year, you're putting your funds where your mouth is. So I'm here to remind you folks that you need to do that. I'm not going to come knocking on your door in December saying, hey, we'd love to have you contribute. I'm going to let Frank Twait do that. I'll let Frank. Okay, I'll let Frank do that. But nevertheless, you get the message, right? Be thankful, and don't just say it, do it. Thank you.
Thank you, very good. Any other resident announcements? No? Okay, we'll jump into some updates then. So, wanted to start you off with some beautiful news, but our dear Christine will be moving on. She's been with us about 8 years now, about 7.5. She has been experiencing lots of things going on, and it's made it a little tougher and tougher over the last couple of years to be in a community like it's required of us full-time. So she is blessed with an opportunity to work remote. So while we will dearly miss her, while I am heartbroken, I could not blame her because she will be working from home in her PJs. So she did get an opportunity that she just could not pass up. It lended to some flexibility with her personal life and with family. And so with that, she will be departing on about the 26th of September. And I will be ferociously recruiting for her undeniable replacement. I'm sure it will be very tough to find her replacement. We're going to dearly miss her, but we wanted to make sure that we communicate that and that we'll continue with the operations. Maddie will still remain here with us, Anna, and the rest of our team, and myself and Beth Briggs, who is our regional for that role, are already kind of interviewing and working with Christine on replacement. So nothing for you to worry about. That's the great thing about being a resident. We'll take care of it. We're working on it now. And she's actually, because she'll be working from home, she's got some flexibility to help us out when we need her too. So really excited for her. Chris, you probably know, is or is not, I cannot confirm nor deny, is her husband. He will remain with us. So again, just kind of wanted to start off with that information, but nothing stays a secret around here. We've already posted her position, so I wanted to make sure I could get in front of that communication. Right? That's right, we all know about it. So just wanted to make sure that we can communicate that. She wanted me to give her the time for that message to meet her team before I shared it with the rest of the community. So we really try to be on top of and strategic and proactive about these kind of things and the communication. But don't you worry, we will find somebody great and we'll make sure you keep getting your services. So just a little bit from Evan Environmental Services. The south resident elevator tracks have been cleaned. We are going to continue in the north. Those exit doors on each building and each wings have been cleaned, and the stairwells will continue to be a focus. He did mention that Clearwater Carpet will be on site Thursday and Friday, and then the second floor in each building will be cleaned at 7 to 11. This week is actually Environmental Services Week, so it's a wonderful week that we get to spend recognizing and appreciating all of our team. So we actually have events set up each day that we're throwing for them. So Monday was Piñata event, Tuesday's our Parfait Bar, Wednesday we're actually doing a food truck for all employees, Thursday's bagel breakfast, and then Friday we are doing a lunch and a raffle. So just a lot of fun stuff to show them, the environmental service team, that we appreciate them, and just to kind of have fun with them. So they work really hard, so we want to take good care of them and enjoy each other's company.
I like Evan in the background.
You like Evan in the background? There he is. You see him back there? And that's a Modelo Piñata, in case you missed that. Love that. Oh goodness, let's see. So we've got about 100 in. So Darwin's actually coming off of PTO. He has been out, that's paid time off vacation. He was out last week, but if I don't say so myself, Chris did a fantastic job of helping keep things afloat. He was definitely significant with me and various things we were working on. So really appreciate Chris stepping in Darwin's absence and keeping things going with me. So we had about 151 completed work orders, about 84 remain open. We did replace 2 new HVACs and new apartments. We are continuing to work on that roof. I know you see it. We are continuing. We do and hear it. I know it. Annual sprinkler and smoke head inspection was completed. We are still doing multiple walkthroughs with Blue Team on all of these areas. We did replace some fuses on a motor in the North Tower. We are working on replacing the 15-ton unit that's in the skilled nursing dining room, and we completed some golf cart preventative maintenance. So again, while he was out, we still have a great team in place, and Chris does a great job of managing our work orders and all the other things that are required to make Regency function. We are still going through the door battery changes. It's that time of year. We're changing the batteries in all the doors, including the resident doors and throughout the campus. It is a member of our security, and they are coming by overnight to not disturb you. They have started in the south, and then they will be going to the north. So I believe Betsy had said we have reordered more. It's over how many? You said we reordered like 700. We need 1,500 batteries, and we started off with the first 700. So lots and lots of those. So a little bit from Kelly, we actually are doing a Wellness and Wellbeing Week on October 6th through the 12th. We will have a week filled with activities for healthy and active lifestyle, and just to keep in the spirit of wellness. We will have raffle prizes and events for you to attend. She will be getting those details listed on the Wellness and the Wellbeing Activities calendar that she'll be getting out to you next week. So if you have any questions about that, you can see Kelly, but just another fun-filled week of different events. The vaccine clinic, I know that has come up. Main Street Pharmacy will be registering for vaccines on the following dates, the September 10th and the 17th. In the clinic from 10:30 to 11:30. The pharmacist will be giving you a date and time for you to come back for the vaccine, and that will be in October. Again, if you have any questions, Kelly can help you at our wellness clinic. We also are, those of you that have been with us for quite some time, we usually do this about once a quarter. It is our transitions of care discussion. So lots of residents are usually interested in what's that process look like if I no longer am remaining in independent living and I need to move to assisted living and or skilled nursing. What does that look like? What's my resources? What's the process? This is the meeting to get that information. So it will be September 30th at 11:30 here in the town hall, and you will meet with Kelly, Carol, our healthcare administrator, Kyle, and then of course Evan. And then Nettie is our actual, she's our new health and wellness director in assisted living. So if you haven't met her, she will be at that meeting as well. But it really is a comprehensive review and update on that process. So you kind of have a pathway of what that looks like in the event you need it. So we have had an uptick in COVID in IL only. In skilled nursing. It's not coming from the hospital yet, but we do have about 3 residents in the north and 1 resident in the south with confirmed COVID cases. So just want to make you aware that it is rearing its ugly head again. So as of right now, we do not have any cases in healthcare, but once that spikes, it usually is a matter of time because they're coming from the hospitals. So, but as of right now, it's just us IL folks. In the north, 3, and then in the south, 1. So this week, as far as activities, we'll have our Tuesday, September 16th, our Sylvan Abbey presentation is going to be here in Town Hall at 2 p.m. That is, if you don't know, the funeral arrangements and home, basically across the street. And they come in and obviously speak to you about services. So if you're interested in that information, it's something that they like to visit and go over, it will be here at 2 p.m. Wednesday the 17th, we have the Touchstone Jewelry Vendor from 10 to 2 in the South Lobby. Thursday the 18th, Theater Group at 1 p.m. in Town Hall. Friday, September 19th is David Pedraza, Viola and Piano Concert, okay, at 7 p.m. in Town Hall. And then Sunday, September 21st is the Roman Catholic Mass with Father Ted at 2 p.m. in South Lobby. So as far as an update for sales, our team is actually heading over to the Bel Air Country Club today, and Carolyn Montgomery has been hired by Regency. She is watching our sales office for us. But we appreciate her. We appreciate our ambassadors and our residents that help with that. But we are doing what's called a roadshow, where it's basically our presentation about our services, and we take it there. So residents meet us there. But we are currently at about 15 deposits on a goal of 15 for the third quarter. So obviously we continue to surpass that so we can what? Road to 95, that's right, you got it, Ms. Bobby. So we can get road to 95. Obviously that's mitigating our move outs and pushing our move ins. So we're on a great trajectory for that. This will be the first month in a very long time that we are budgeted to be at 357 in-house independent living resident census, and we will surpass that. So feels very, 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 futile some days when, we're just holding on at 92% and we're not budging, but we're moving, I promise, and really excited about that. So we haven't been that occupied in a very, very long time, and we just appreciate all of you who help contribute to that. So as in lieu of that, we are paying $3,000 resident referrals. So if you have a friend, pick your neighbors, pick your new not neighbors, but our new residents, and we'll pay you $3,000 to do that. It's a good little chunk of change. So of course, food and beverage, they are busy as ever. We are continuing, of course, to be interviewing for our executive chef position. So regardless of that, HR has a big role in that process. Regardless of that, our food and beverage team stays busy with all of their fun events. So this Friday, we're gonna do a Breezeway pop-up featuring barbecue ribs from 4 to 5. It's cooling off out there and it's beautiful. So we're gonna start our Breezeway pop-ups again. Beer club today, we'll have bourbon and barbecue next Tuesday, the 23rd. Our gourmet dinner on Wednesday, 9/17. A new cycle will be coming soon. Pasta night on Thursday the 18th, featuring crab white sauce and short rib bolognese. That sounds amazing. Our wine pairing dinner on Tuesday, featuring veal, and then the Rosh Hashanah dinner in a Regency room on the 25th. So again, nonetheless, we are pulling together Ricky, Dustin, Nick, And all of our other chefs and cooks, we've hired a couple as well, are making sure that we don't skip a beat. So you don't worry about that executive chef, we're worrying about that for you. You just come to our events and eat. That's all you gotta do, we'll take care of the rest. Eat, and eat, that's right. So super excited, HR's been very busy, and our new recruiter, Janie, I don't know what magic she came with, but I am asking no questions and super happy about it. So we have had a quite successful orientations for our new hires with many positions filled very quickly. So this new upcoming orientation is going to have home health associate, 2 front desk, a move-in coordinator and our marketing coordinator, CNAs, nurses, RNs, and dietary aides. So there's always an ongoing, when we have 340 something employees, there's always ongoing hiring and recruitment. And so Janie, our new recruiter, has done a fantastic job in HR of getting these positions filled so we can keep on trucking and not skip a beat. So this is our upcoming orientation, and we're really excited to have all of them. So just a little from Blue Team, we're just continuing on those same wings we've been continuing on what feels like the entire year. There are some areas that they are working around, so there has been not any rain this week, but last week, so they're gonna pick back up and get all of that taken care of. We are addressing some of the main areas that they can get to with that debris. You can continue communicating and putting in work orders if you'd like. I know they plan on renting a lift and coming through and grabbing everything out of the trees and the window seals towards the end, but there are certain areas that we are addressing sooner than that. So thank you for bringing all those to our attention, and we'll keep working on those. So this is just a reminder. These are all of the areas, again, that we are going to be addressing. I've been kind of keeping this up there, again, as a reminder. We did temporarily restore the dining room so we can have it, the north dining room, so we can have that in working order, but we will be designing it in the meantime. So you could be utilizing that area while we are working on picking out the carpet and picking out the paint and the carpet lead time and all of that fun stuff. So this is just a reminder. So we've got our north dining room, north lobby, south dining room, our brick wall, our sales center, the flat roof, all the other roofs, the EIFS bandings, and then we do have some carports, soffits, and fascias that they're addressing as well. So again, lots and lots of various projects going on, lots of work going on, and are addressing all of these areas so we can get all of these things taken care of. And really just a little bit from me, the elevators are in progress. Our next meeting is actually the 22nd. They'll be coming out to do another assessment, and we'll be getting those parts ordered. Like I mentioned, it's about a 6-month lead time, but nonetheless, that project has been fully funded, approved, and on its way. I will not be here tomorrow, as well as Kyle and Sherry. We have our budget presentation off campus at Sun City somewhere. So we will be there for budget presentations for the day. So myself, Sherry, and Kyle will be off campus to get that presented to Life Care Services. So it's usually kind of a whole room full of our sales team, our food and beverage team, our healthcare team, all of the entities that are involved in our operations to go over the various aspects of the budget for 5 years up until 2030. And then they also, at that point, will take that and present that to Health Peak. So still a lot of working and moving parts. Nothing is set in stone and nothing is confirmed, but we have been working feverishly on that for quite a few months now. So we're almost there. Just that reminder, we won't have CapEx until January because of this process. As I did mention, we are remediating the north dining room. We are temporarily restoring it for utilization while we design that space. So it looks lovely. We're not done. That's not it. But we at least wanted you to be able to get in there and use that area. We are still working on the north lobby. They are addressing the ceilings, and we should have that area done by the end of this week, is what they're telling me. I do have a visit with Pite Architects to design all of these spaces we just mentioned on Thursday. So I will be spending Thursday morning with them. They are flying out to put their eyes on the project and on the community so they can make astute decisions on how to design it. So other than that, I know I had mentioned a couple Tuesday talks ago, and I know I had told Margaret that my boss, our VP, was going to be here today. She unfortunately is not. She is on bereavement due to a death. So if you were looking forward to speaking with her, she's not here today, but she'll make another visit at some future point. But that's why you don't see her. Other than that, I got the most recent update. We had received, so we did 450 surveys and we got back 380. So I heard from the survey company this morning for IL, we are at 84.4 participation. Isn't that amazing? So super, super excited. I know, can you imagine if it's 84.4? Oh my gosh. So I know there's a few trickling in, but at some point they have to start tabulating all of the results. So more to come on that information. It does take them quite a few weeks. That report's like 98 pages per community. It gives us all of your beautiful verbatim feedbacks as well as all of the scoring. So it'll be a couple weeks before we get that, but I'll share it as soon as I do. But so far, that's the most recent information I have. So the only other thing I was going to mention, I know, again, working with Chris last week, lots of work orders about the WASP coming back. I told you they were going to do that. We are continuing to work on that on the lower levels. We are working with Blue Team, actually. This year's been very different with all of the different projects, but we're actually coordinating with Blue Team on the lift so we can do all the things. The sealing and the caulking, the WASP, the cleaning, all the things, because the lift is the expensive part. It's about $8,000 to $10,000 project. And the way it's been covered has changed a couple times this year based on Blue Team and insurance coverage. So we are still trying to make it work and coordinate with them on these lifts so we can get all of that done. So I haven't just been standing up here making things up. It has changed numerous times, and that is the next step we are working on. So other than that, that's really all I had. Any questions for me? Yes, ma'am?
Will, for the vaccines, will there be flu and COVID?
Yes. Yes. She asked, will there be flu and COVID vaccines? The answer is yes.
What does CapEx mean?
That's capital expenditure, so all large projects. Usually projects $25,000 or over. Thank you. Sorry about that. I get used to my world.
I just want to thank you, Lindsay, for getting that cover so fast, like overnight. That piano cover.
Thank Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Yay, Amazon. Any other questions? Okay, well, happy Tuesday. Have a beautiful day. The weather is fantastic this week, and join us on that breezeway on Friday.